Hello friends, and welcome to Wednesday where we, Bristol and I, come to you live and cook something. This month is one pot meals. So for the entire month, this month, I'm actually going to concentrate on how you can get some healthy dinners, some new recipes, and some great ways to actually get some healthiness into your body quicker. It was spring launch on Monday, so for those of you who tuned in, you did see some of our new products. I did miss one of the new products, which was the air fryer fruit leathers. So I did miss those. I forgot to show them. I was so excited about everything else. One of the new products that I'm going to be featuring today is the mandolin. Hello everyone. So I'm going to be featuring the mandolin today because this is a brand new recipe. This is a spring recipe for Pampered Chef. We've got lots of greens we're going to do. I'm going to do some fun facts in my newsletter this week. And don't forget, if you're not getting the newsletter, let me know and I could totally get you onto the list. I'm also going to be featuring another one of our newer products today as well. And like I said, a really fast recipe. So prep time, this is a prep recipe that takes in and about 10 minutes. Cook time, 20 minutes. So in a half of an hour, you've got a healthy vegetable recipe that you can then add shrimp to, or tofu, chicken, whatever you want. I'm leaving not mine today, vegetarian. This recipe, like I said, I will be posting, and I completely just lost my train of thought of what else I was gonna do, but well, we're gonna go with it. Now, this recipe, you might need to make some alterations. So my friend Annie, who just popped on, hi love, this has garlic in it. Annie, you obviously are going to omit the garlic into your recipe. My girlfriend Annie has an allergy to garlic. A wee little Italian who's allergic to garlic. How is that even possible, that poor bugger? So you might need to make some alternatives to this. Okay, so prep-wise, I have already cleaned my garlic. We are not going to be pressing the garlic today. We're going to be slicing the garlic today. And he knows the treats are here. And so I've got everything prepped and ready to go. Oh my goodness, he's totally smelling. So I made homemade treats for him, and it's got peanut butter in it, and he can't get enough of them. So, okay. I want to feature today in the skillet that I'm going to be cooking. I am going to be using our stainless steel non-stick cookware. So our stainless steel non-cookware can be used on, oh my God, he's like a snack stealer. Our stainless steel non-stick can be used on convection, and it can be used on, because it's stainless steel, it's magnetic, it can be used on, oh my God, I'm having a total brain fart. Anyway, so this is the 10-inch. They all come with a lid. These are lifetime guarantee, and yes, stainless steel and non-stick, which means they retain the heat. We have it in a 12-inch wok, which I have featured before. This by far is my favorite pan in my kitchen. You can see there the depth of it. It's a beautiful, gorgeous wok. Again, lifetime guarantee, stainless steel and non-stick. Sit down, please. Sit down, please. Sit down, please. And I am featuring today the 12-inch. So that's the 12-inch wok. This is the 12-inch skillet itself. It's not too deep like the wok is. And this is a great pan for this all-in-one easy recipe that we're going to completely do from beginning to end in 30 minutes. Now, let me know if you needed to go to the drive-thru, you wanted to pick up something, by the time you got in your car and drove to McDonald's, Harvey's, wherever, you couldn't get in that car, drive due to the takeout, come home, and be back in a half of an hour. This in a half of an hour is prep, and onto your plate in a half of an hour, and it's completely healthy. So again, you can make some alternatives to this recipe. I'll be posting it tomorrow, but let's get going. Okay, so this recipe is called poach it with Brussels sprouts and broccoli. So as far as the pasta goes, I have used, now when it comes to pasta, and especially a dish like this, my suggestion is to use a really good pasta. Obviously the better the higher end, the better the flour. It doesn't have that starchy taste to it. It cooks up more clean and more beautiful. The taste is flavorful. So this is the pasta that I've used today. I have already pre-cooked it, so that's part of the step when it comes to it. So I have boiled water, I have boiled salted water, and then I have added the pasta into the colander. Now I cook my pasta, especially for something like this because I want it al dente. I actually cook my pasta right in this steamer. It can go right into the pot of water, and therefore when it comes out, it's draining the hot water completely, and then I stop the cooking process by running it over cold water because I wanted it completely to be al dente. This is it's Dave, my husband. This is his 50th birthday today. COVID birthday means we can't do anything or go anywhere. So I'm trying to make his day as special as I can. We're having pasta for dinner, and then we're having his ultimate favorite dinner, which is hot dogs. Yeah, folks, I said it. Hot dogs is Dave's favorite dinner. So I want to show you here that, do you want a little piece of pasta? There you go. This is a collapsible strainer. It stores flat, all the way flat. I just wanted to quickly show you that as well. So like I said, I can cook it right into the pot of water, and then I can lift it out. It's fabulous, it's easy to use, it's obviously easy to clean. It doesn't just have to be for stovetop. It can be for any of the strainings that you might do. I love my strainers. You know I do. I have talked about them many a times. That's one of my favorites. So what we're going to do is I've pre-boiled the water, and I did to a reserve of 1/4 cup of water. I did save some for the recipe itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by slicing the garlic. Okay, so I'm going to be using today the mandolin. And then this is the new rapid press mandolin, which is stored. This is the way it's actually stored. It's lovely. It's got some little suction feet there, which is great. It has, this is going to be the catch-all and the shoot. It is very, very safe because the blade is in here. I did tell a story about cutting off my fingertip at a party. Not going to do that again. And so I'm just going to open that up. I slide this down, so I just unlock it, slide it down. You can see there the blade, and then I can put the chute on. I might need to do this. There we go. Put the chute on, and then there's a lock and unlock button for the handle, which is great. So I just simply unlock, and the blade comes down. Look, Mom, no hands. I'm not going to worry about hurting myself. And then the catch-all tray just goes inside and sits there. It is a great and easy tool to use. I'm going to turn it onto its side so you can see there how the veggies can shoot out. I hope everybody can see that. Okay, so we're going to start off, oh, I should say, let me relock it. This is suggesting we slice it at a 1, and we are going to be doing a julienne slice. So it does thick, like a fry slice. It does julienne, and then it also does, julienne slicing, and it does a fry slice, so a thicker slice. The knobs are here on the back, and that's what's controlling the blade and the thickness of it. Again, this is a no-brainer kind of tool that's amazing to use, easy to use, and it can pop in and out of the dishwasher. I don't have to worry about anything as far as cleaning goes. So I'm just gonna throw in my garlic. So to unlock it, you're just gonna push it and turn. So I'm just doing that. I'm throwing my garlic in. Doing a 1 for thickness, just making sure I've got it at the 1. And I'm slicing, and I'm throwing the garlic in. Okay? Put the chute on. And the reason that we're doing pressing is that when you do press garlic, it cooks faster in the pan, and therefore it can burn a little bit. And because we want to keep this at an even temperature, we are going to simply just slice it and keep it sliced and clean. So we've sliced the garlic, and now we're going to put it in the oil, and I'm just going to add heat the oil. So I'm adding 1/4 cup of oil, and I'm just going to use extra virgin today. Okay, I'm going to use my easy measuring cups, which again, you all know I absolutely adore. Just going to add my 1/4 cup of extra virgin and put that into the pan. Okay, and again, I'm using the 12-inch non-stick stainless steel lifetime guarantee pan. Absolutely love them. Like I said, they come in 3 sizes, a 10 and the 2 different 12s. Absolutely a favorite. So I'm heating the oil for 5 minutes, and then I'm going to add the garlic, and I'm going to add red pepper flakes. Okay, so I'm just going to put my garlic over here because I'm going to continue to show you. Again, this is a really fast and easy way to prep, and if you've got little ones at home, you've got little fingers and you're trying to get dinner onto the table, this is another recipe that you can actually incorporate their help in it, because their little hands can actually press this down. You know, there's no opportunity for their little hands to get caught in it, and trust me, I would know, I get my hands caught in it. So again, they would be able to push it down and be able to do that. I'm gonna grab this piece of garlic that's down there and put that there. Okay, so as far as the vegetables go, we are actually going to use today, the recipe calls for broccoli and for Brussels sprouts. So again, we're going to be slicing that down, and this calls for a thickness of a 6. So again, it's the same slicing. So I'm going to leave it as the slice, not the julienne or the fry cut. But now I'm going to move it to a number 6. And what's really great about these new recipes from Pampered Chef is they're giving us the opportunity to try out our new products, but also it's letting me know personally as a consultant which ones I should actually be slicing it at. So you can see there the thickness of the garlic. Okay, you can see there it's not too thin, not too thick. So it's going to have a beautiful, rich flavor into our dish, but it's not going to be burning as it would. So this is sitting here, the oil is sitting here. I'm going to throw in some of the Brussels sprouts, and I'm just going to slice those down. Now I am not a Brussels sprout fan, but I am willing to give this recipe a try. There's not many in here, so I thought I would give that a try. You can see there how nice and thick that is. Okay, going to continue on with the Brussels sprouts. Again, maybe I should take the shoot out. Like I said, really great recipe to get the little ones involved, showing them how easy it is to get some food onto the table, and how easy it is to use this mandolin. Check out the Brussels sprouts, guys. Awesome, right? Okay, so I'm just going to slice up my broccoli. So I'm going to throw the Brussels sprouts back in here. I'm going to throw my broccoli in. Okay. I want to give it a different view so you guys can see there. So I'm just going to open the chute. Oh, the suction. Hang on. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay. I can throw the broccoli into the chute. And again, slice that down. And the reason I'm doing that as well is we're trying to keep the broccoli into slices. You want to cook your vegetables in a dish like this evenly. And so because of that, we're keeping the slices consistent between the Brussels sprouts and the broccoli so that the dish will cook evenly, or as even as you possibly can get it. Okay? Just going to continue that. I'm keeping all the stems on. The stems still have great nutrients. They're going to get soft as well. I did trim the bigger pieces that would be kind of giving us that bitter flavor that a stem would cause. But again, look how fast that was. So I just did approximately 2 cups of vegetables or more in under 5 minutes. It's ridiculous. In the meantime, I've got my pan with the oil, and I'm going to add my garlic to it now. And then it's asking for red flakes. I am going to put in a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of the bell flakes. So I'm going to add a teaspoon because we like heat at our house. I'm going to throw that in there. And then it's asking for that just to saute, okay? So I'm going to saute that for a little bit using, again, one of my favorite spoons of all time, the teak wooden spoon. We used to be able to buy this teak spoon individually. It's now, unfortunately, only available in this set. And I shouldn't say unfortunately, because I have to say our teak set is beautiful. So you get 3 pieces. You get the corner spoon, you get the regular spoon, and then you get a long, where is it? There it is. You get our long spoon here at the end. So it's an incredible set. And as I was pointing out on Monday when I went live with spring products, you know, just because things come in a set doesn't mean you can't take out what you want and give the other ones as gifts, because that's great too. The corner spoon tends to be my favorite. So while the garlic is in here, I've already got my vegetables prepped. It's just calling for this to sit here for about 1 to 2 minutes, and we don't want the garlic to burn. All we're doing is we're sauteing the garlic in the oil with the bell peppers, allowing the flavor to come out and start flavoring your oil. Now, it's really, really simple to burn your garlic, so please keep an eye on it. If you're not interested in doing the garlic stage, this is where you might want to add an herb of some kind. You might want to do a natural product like a basil that you can actually put in here to start flavoring your oil. There's other things that you can do that's going to have the flavor to flavor your oil. This is also the opportunity to make this recipe spicier, hotter. You can add a jalapeno at this point as well. Again, getting that flavor into your oil. Some of you out there might like that stuff called cilantro. Not my fan, but this would be a beautiful dish to add cilantro into, and this would be an opportunity to be able to put the cilantro into the oil and taking it out. You wouldn't be keeping it in as long as the garlic by any means, and I would take it off of the stems and leave it that way. Okay, so once that is done, we're adding the sliced vegetables and salt. Salt, it's only asking for 1/4 teaspoon, so I'm actually just going to use my coarse grater. This is our salt and pepper graters, the salt and pepper shaker holder. Pampered Chef also carries both the pepper and the salt in, and then I add it to our salt and pepper grinder. So I just added about 1/4 cup of salt, and now I'm adding the vegetables. So I'll add the broccoli. I'm adding the broccoli, and this is only for 5 to 7 minutes. Okay, this is not a long recipe and not a hard recipe to do. But again, I have used very little tools in the sense of, I did use our Santoku knife, which I've talked about before, how much I love this Santoku knife. The blade goes all the way to the end. They're created in Germany, they're lifetime guarantee, and because the blade is all the way into the end, it gives an even cut, which I absolutely love. So I did cut off the ends of the garlic, I prepped the water. Now again, if you're coming home from work, you've got the kids who are hungry, everyone's, you know, scurrying around and very, very hungry. This recipe is very fast in the sense that while I am prepping the vegetables, at the same time, the pasta is cooking on the other stove, you got two stoves, on the other burner. So again, this is a complete and fast one-pot meal in 30 minutes. And that's from start to finish, guys. The other thing is there's not a lot of cleanup. There's not a lot of things in here that are very messy. Can you guys see this already, how gorgeous this is? It smells amazing. Not a lot of heavy ingredients. Very, very rich in nutrients. Very, very rich in vitamin D in this. The bees are also, all the greens allow for us to get our bees. And right about now, with the way the weather has been in the last couple of weeks here in Ontario, we need all the vitamins that we can get. Oh, it's so nice to see the sign of spring as the sun is coming up later and going down later. It's amazing. Look at how gorgeous this looks. Again, it's only 1/4 cup of oil with, now this recipe calls for 2 cloves of garlic. I added 4 because I really love garlic. I added the teaspoon of the red peppers. And I'm just gonna let that saute for another, so it's staying for 5 to 7 minutes. And again, gorgeous dish, easy to use. So, for those of you who did see me on Monday when I did my spring launch, you know how much I absolutely love the mandolin. I have used it for all kinds of things. This was the first time that I had actually done this recipe, and I actually had sliced the vegetables. I had done sliced radishes, and I've done carrots, and I did potatoes. Potatoes are kind of hard in it in the sense that because a potato is hard or a sweet potato is hard, it takes a little bit as far as pressure goes. Not hard, just different. These vegetables, easy peasy lemon squeezy. And speaking of lemon, we are going to be using our citrus press today because the final draw on this dish is to add lemon juice and some zest of a lemon. So I've got my lemon juicer, which I'm going to put all over. And then we also have a new juicer which launched again on Monday. So it is a replacement of our old juicer. It has all the measurements on the side of the container. I can squeeze things as big as grapefruit and as small as lemons and limes. This comes off, it's got the strainer that you can see there, so none of the pulp's gonna get into your juice, which is awesome. This is really great and thick if you wanna rim your glass for, I don't know, a little margarita. And then it comes with a fine mesh grater, which is awesome because I can zest the lemon, which again, I'm gonna be able to do here. I also need to take some fresh Parmesan at the end of my dish. We're gonna put the fresh Parmesan on there, and I can use this again, right over top of it. So for those of you who have been patiently waiting for the fine coarse grater to come back in stock, at least we know now we have something else that we can use as 2-in-1. I do love my coarse grater, but I love the fact that I have a 2-in-1 now and that I can help my customers who have been patiently waiting. So you can see there, it's been about 3 minutes there. I'm gonna give it another minute and then I'm gonna add a cup of frozen peas. Now, there's a few of you out there that aren't huge pea fans. I know one of the Upford sisters is not a huge pea fan, so you probably will omit this. Another thing that I would suggest to add into this dish are mushrooms. If you can get some good cremini mushrooms or some button mushrooms, I think it would be amazing. It is Barb. Barb is no peas. But you can add mushrooms to this. I think it would be delicious. I think as a final for this as well, I'm gonna add shrimp in it for Dave. Again, since it is his birthday and he's starving. He's gonna have this for lunch and I'm gonna add some shrimp to it. So there is some simple, gorgeous Brussels sprouts and broccoli with some garlic. I'm now gonna add the cup of peas. Now these are our 1-cup prep bowls. Those of you who are Pampered Chef freaks like me, you probably have these. You've probably had these. You probably you might not even know that these are Pampered Chef. They're amazing. They come in 1 cup, 2 cup, and 3 cup. They all come with a lid. The 1 cup come in a 6-pack. The 2 and 3 cups come in a 2-pack, and everything is, like I said, it has a lid. They are microwavable, dishwasher, oven, and quick cooker / instant pot safe. You can also put them in your air fryer because they are glass. So FYI, yes, Julie, fresh peas would work in this recipe as well. Absolutely, I would suggest if you're going to use fresh peas, it's a great question. I would suggest not putting them in until just before you're about to garnish this. And we're going to garnish this with the lemon juice and some Parmesan. So I would suggest maybe just before that step throwing them in versus the frozen version. They're with it fresh, you're just afraid it's going to break apart. Guys, this is like, we're like a week and a half away from St. Patty's Day. Like, this is a beautiful green dish. Absolutely beautiful green dish. I have to say, it smells amazing in here and looks stunning. The next step, once I've added the peas, is simply just to, last 2 minutes is just to add the peas. So again, I'm just gonna give that another minute. I'll give that a great stir. You can see how much room I have in this pot. Easy to use, it's great. I've got the pasta ready, which I'm now gonna throw in, and I'm gonna use my new pasta tongs. These are a new set of tongs. They've got little grips there on the side, and I'm gonna open them simply by squeezing them tight, and with the prongs down, it opens, okay? They are not gonna open in your drawer. It's amazing, okay? Just gonna quickly add the pasta, which I think I just dropped some on the floor, so I'm pretty sure there'll be a pasta guy grabbing that, okay? And it asks for 1/4 cup of the reserve water. So like I said, I had saved it, and it is still on a medium heat. Love these tongs, guys. I am a tong freak, and I hate when tongs open in my drawer. And the fact that these will not open in my drawer, but also that fact that I can stir with these and I can serve with these is incredible. I gotta show you guys. I don't know if you can see here how beautiful this dish is. Absolutely gorgeous. Check out this. You guys saw how fast and easy that was for me to do that. Again, I've got that still at a medium heat. We've added the pasta. We added a little bit of the water, 1/4 cup that was left. Now I'm gonna add the Parmesan, okay? And it is asking us to do a 1 ounce, which is 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese. Now, I can also add Parmesan after as I serve it, but I'm gonna show you here again. It's got a non-slip grip on the bottom. It's great, and I can actually just shred it along in here, and because along the side, oh yeah, totally, Julie, you totally could use the mandolin for the salad. Oh my God, yeah, it's incredible. Absolutely, that mandolin is like no other mandolin that Pampered Chef has ever had. So Julie, one of the ladies on here right now, has been buying Pampered Chef for probably 20+ years as well. She has a lot of Pampered Chef. Julie, I'm telling you right now, this mandolin is like no other mandolin we have ever had. It is incredible. And for those of you who know me, for those of you who know what kind of consultant I am, I'm a very honest consultant. And if I don't love a product, I am totally gonna let you know. And if I don't love a product, it doesn't mean I'm right and you're wrong. It means we each have different pros and cons to it. But there are some products that I think would suit you better and accordingly. This mandolin will suit everyone. Everyone who eats, this mandolin is gonna serve you. So if you are a vegetarian and a vegan, and that's, I mean, you're a pescatarian where you're just constantly with the vegetables, or you're a mom who is very busy and trying to get the vegetables into the little ones, this is a way to do it because you've got the opportunity to get the veggies prepped and done very fast, and the fact that it's easy on the hands for the little ones, you can also help them. Now I have to say as well, if you do suffer from arthritis or you've got anything, tinnitus, anything in your hand or your wrist, it is very, very easy to use. Some things like our presses, our garlic press and our juicers, they are hard to use for the hands. That is going to alleviate any pressure that you might have on your wrists or your hands. I kid you not, the sucker's amazing. Okay, so I've shredded the cheese. You can see there, and it's got measurements along the side. It's beautiful. And I'm just gonna add the freshly ground Parmesan right to the dish. Now again, if you have a vegan in your life, you would or somebody who's lactose intolerant, you would make adjustments according to the needs of that human. And you then are adding the Parmesan, sorry, I've lost track here. Okay, so I'm adding the Parmesan, and now I'm using half of a lemon. Again, I just cut the lemon in half. For those of you who don't know our citrus press, juicer, citrus press, I'm putting the lemon upside down. I'm going along and I'm squeezing it right over top of the dish. Now it's asking for a half of a lemon, and I'm going to add the half of a lemon to this dish. You can see here that it actually flips my lemon inside out. There is not an ounce of juice that has been wasted in that. I also need to zest the lemon, which again, I get to go back and use my new, I'm gonna use again my new juicer, and comes with the piece for the zester, which can be used for lemons, limes. You saw me doing it for Parmesan. How about ginger? It's awesome. And it's all dishwasher safe, which is great. So, guys, that's it. That's today's recipe. I'm going to post about it. I will keep you all posted about the birthday boy and what his take is on this dish. I will be adding shrimp to his. I will not be adding shrimp to mine. But, again, this is a beautiful thing. Fast, easy, high and rich in vegetables. Make the alternative as far as cheeses go. Make the alternative as well as pasta goes. Mine is gluten-free. Do what you need to do. Absolutely. Hi, Cousin Nancy. California's watching, folks. But this is a dish that anyone can do, anybody can prepare. You can make alterations according to your diet as easily as anything can, but in a half of an hour, folks, we've got a beautiful dish, and you cannot go to a drive-through and get home and have something this beautiful and healthy. So, happy Wednesday, everyone. I will keep you posted on new and great recipes coming. Have a